Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We've got a great class today. I'm looking really forward to it, actually. Oh, here I am. Okay, kneeling down. Good morning. So for those of you who are new to this class, welcome. My name is Lisa Sherman. For those of you who have been joining me for a long time, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Last week I was a little bit out of it because I had just gotten the Moderna shot a few hours before, and yeah, wow, that was interesting. Anyway, whole nother conversation. For today, if you have a ball, great. If you don't have a ball, it's okay. All right, but if you have one, that would be great. You can also use a towel, roll it up so that it's, you can squeeze it. I use a bar. Make sure you'll see in the description of this class, really important, that you have something that will anchor your weight because we're pulling our weight away from this. I will refer to this as the anchor, whether it's your kitchen counter, a railing, a banister, whatever. I'm using a bar. Okay, if you have 1 to 3 pound weights, great. If you don't have weights, you can use soup cans. You can use whatever or nothing at all. Let's get started. We have a lot to do. We're going to start on the ground. Good morning, everybody. Let's do this. Yeah, baby. Let's go. See you on the floor. Okay, now we really utilize this. This is our warm-up. This is it. This is the warm-up. Concentrating on glutes, core, hamstrings, quads. Lay down. Now I use a little pillow for my head. You can do whatever you want. Your choice. Let's go. All right. Here's my ball. Take your towel or ball or whatever you have, place it a little bit above your knee and below your pubic bone. Place the feet down. Your heels are on the floor. Your toes are open. Every vertebrae is on, every muscle, vertebrae, tendon is on that mat. Your spine ends. Open up your toes. Open up your toes. All right, big breath in, breathe out. Now just squeeze the ball. Now as you're squeezing the ball, you're going to feel your pubic bone compress towards the floor, up towards your belly button. I'm also always thinking of my pelvic floor pulling up. Now I have a constant squeeze on this ball. Constant squeeze. The difference, I don't want your knees to come in. I want you to squeeze from way up high in your inner thighs. Hold that ball. Squeeze that ball. Constant squeeze. Now release. And squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Again, 8 more. And release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Again, try not to initiate from your knees coming in. Use your inner thighs. Everybody, 2 squeezes. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. Squeeze, squeeze, and let it go. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Now, when I say release, it does not mean relax. It's a big difference. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Again, squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. And really use the muscles way up high in your thighs. That inner thigh is working. You're waking it up, ladies. Again, squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze. Changing the rhythm. 3 squeezes. Squeeze, 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 then let go. Squeeze, 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 then let go. And squeeze, squeeze. You'll release but not relax. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2 more times. Squeeze, 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 then relax. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now triple time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Never let go. Never let go. Inner thighs waking up. Focusing. Press your spine into the floor. Feet are flat. Squeezing that ball. Never letting go. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and give yourself a breath. Onto your toes. Pull your feet towards your butt. Hands on the ground. Lift up your hips. Have your hands under your butt. Curl up a little bit more. You'll feel the stretch in your quad. Make sure your feet are forward. Don't have them twerking out to the side. Start from the start. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Now in this position, have your belly button and your spine trying to meet, trying to be one. Now notice how my knees are not going in and out, flapping. I'm really using the muscles of my inner thigh, Here we go. Now double, little relax. Never drop your butt. Squeeze, squeeze, little relax. Squeeze, squeeze, little relax. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Do it again. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Pelvic floor elevated. Pubic bone towards that belly button. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, squeeze, little release. But that butt never changes till now. 3 squeezes. Squeeze, 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 down. Squeeze up. 2, 3, down. Squeeze. And when you go down, every vertebrae on that ground. Go. Up. 2, 3. Do it again. And squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. And again. Squeeze, 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 and release. And again. Squeeze, squeeze. Good morning, inner thighs and body. Squeeze, squeeze. Now keep that body up and triple time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, good morning. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. My calves are flapping. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Great. Now, as I'm doing this, I change the rhythm. Squeeze up and I'm tucking. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. Up, 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 up. Small little pulses and 8, 7. On your toes, 6. Keep going. 5. Belly button and meeting that spine. Keep going. 4, 3. One more time. 3 squeezes. 3, 2. Big squeeze. Down. 1, 2. Big squeeze. Down. Up. Squeeze. Squeeze. And down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And you are done with this section. Bring your thighs into you. Put the ball to the side for a second. Roll your feet around. Other way. Bring your thighs in towards your spine, your chest. Roll your back. Take the leg closest to you on the ground. And the other leg furthest from the camera is elevated. Now you flex and point. Flex. Work those feet. Be nice to these feet. They hold you up all day. Right? Flex and point. Flex and point. Now everyone give me a kick. It's up. And kick. And kick. And. Now flex that foot. 4, 3. This is just your warm-up. 2. Hold here. Point that foot. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. A little bit of a stretch. Press your spine into the ground. Other leg is going to be right above that floor. Hovering. I'm going to move my headpiece and lift my shoulders off the ground. And I'm going to hold this isometric contraction. My abdominals are engaged, shoulders off the ground. So the muscle is shortened from the pubic bone to the sternum, which is pretty much that range of what's called the linea alba, your rectus abdominis. Hold this position. Hold this position. We have 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Knees in line with your hips. Never bring them closer. My feet are in line with my knees. My shoulders are still off the ground. I'm dropping my whole leg, then curling in. My shoulders never drop. I'm curling in. Reach down to the floor. Now if your spine comes off the ground, don't drop your thighs as low. exhaustion happening because before we had that 15-second isometric contraction. 4 more. Curl. Never drop your shoulders. Curl. 2 more. 1 more. And I'm going to put my pillow back. I'm going to take the leg furthest from you down. Other leg is up. I'm going to take that leg up and kick with a pointed foot. Flex the foot. 2 more. Hold it here, point that foot. Give it a little loving tug. Press your spine into the ground. Shoulders are square. Take your other leg, it hovers on the ground. Hide headpieces away. Here's my second set, isometric contraction. Shoulders are off. Shortening the area between the insertion and origin of that rectus abdominis. And I'm holding. Isometric contraction. I don't care about height, I do care about form. 3 seconds. Bring the legs together. Knees in line with the hips. Feet in line with the knees. Shoulders are off. Let's go. Slowly down, reach forward, up and curl. Slowly down, reach forward, up, curl. Slowly down, reach forward, up, curl. Slowly down, reach forward, up, curl. Once again, if your spine's coming off the ground, don't drop your legs as low. 4 more. 3. Curl. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here. Head down, thighs in. Open up your thighs. And just hold. Let gravity allow your pelvis to open. Hold this position. Breathing in. Breathing out. Point your feet, thighs together. Rock and roll. That's right, kids. It's time to go. Up to your feet, I'm going to change the angle of the camera. Do what you got to do. Get your balls if you have them. If not, that's cool. But it is helpful. All right. Good morning, Lisa Perman. I see that you are here. I can't really see too much else, but that's typical. All right, I think we're cool here. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Ooh. Now, during any of these exercises, if you drop your ball, so what? So what? Just leave it or pick it up and do it again. Not a problem. Let's get these feet. Let's continue to get these feet warm. All I'm doing, I call this the walking man. Walking man in place. I'm putting pressure on my toes. Putting pressure on my toes. Keeping my hips square. And it's 8, 7, 6, last, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Take the ball. Place it somewhere between where your knee and your pubic bone, not your pubic bone, here at the top of your thigh. My God, inner thigh. Good morning. Now, really, really important to start with this. If I face you, you should be facing your anchor. Feet are parallel. Now, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. If you want to face me, that's cool, but this works a little bit better. Again, squeeze and release. Keep going. Squeeze and release, you guys. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So again, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze. Same pattern as before. Now, 2 squeezes. Squeeze, squeeze. Notice that my knees are not going in. See how that was? I'm using the muscles way up high in my thighs, in my inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. 4 more. 3 more. I'm going to turn now. 2 more. Now everyone, 3 squeezes. 2, 3, little drop. Squeeze, 2, 3, little drop back. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. You're just kind of giving your body a rehearsal effect of what's coming. And squeeze, 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 sit back. 2 more. Squeeze, 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 sit back. This is just your good morning start. Now from here, give me squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm never letting go. Never letting go. I feel this absolutely pulling straight up into my core. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inner thighs are screaming. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 7, 6. And this is done and hold. Now I'm going to walk my feet all the way forward. All the way forward. Elbows are relaxed. Feet all the way forward. I'm going to squeeze on 1. 90 degrees seated chair. I'm going to squeeze again. Bend my elbows only. 3 quarters up. Squeeze slowly. Down. Squeeze. Only bend my elbows. That's it. To the rhythm. Squeeze. Drop. Squeeze. Lift. Squeeze. Drop. Squeeze. Lift. Squeeze. Drop. Now my inner thighs are really working here. So are my hamstrings. So is my butt and core. I also feel it in my bicep, my shoulders. Squeeze, drop, squeeze. Only bend the elbows to come up. Don't let your pelvis get involved. Squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze and hold. The same pattern. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Don't let your knees get involved. Use your inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, release. Squeeze, squeeze, release. 3 squeezes. Slowly. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1. Keep your spine straight. 3, 2, 1. Drop. 3, 2. Squeeze on the way down. Squeeze on the way up. And again. From here, triple squeezes. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Watch your pelvis. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And again, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend your elbows. Up you go. Put the ball somewhere, just for now. I'm now going to change my mat. This next section is all about squatting and then lunging. 2 different entities. 2 different entities. The squat, weight on the heels, ribs held, elbows are relaxed, feet are directly underneath your hips. Actually walk a little bit forward. Squat for 2. Take the leg closest to you. Shoot it back so your arms are straight. Knee in line with the ankle. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, we'll come to the rhythm shortly. When we pull up, we go to a releve. We put the heels down on 4. 3, 2, 1. Squat for 2. Shoot back. Down, 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 up. Squat for 2. Shoot back. Down. And pulse, pulse, pulse. Together. Squat. Squeeze your butt. Shoot it out. Now, pulse, 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 together. Squat. Shoot it back. Shoulders over hips. Squat. Down, down, together. Squat for 2. Lunge. small pulses. And squat, lunge. Really dig your feet in. And squat, lunge, pulse, pulse, pulse. Together, squat, lunge, pulse, pulse, pulse. Together, squat, lunge, pulse, pulse, pulse. Together, squat, lunge. We're going to go for the other leg now. And squat. Other side. Here's your practice. Down. One leg always feels better. And squat. Dig in. Watch that knee position and the ankle. And squat. Lunge. Straight arms. Down, down, down. Releve. Squat. Heels down. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Releve. Squat. Heels down. Lunge. Feet dig in. And squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Releve. Squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Releve. Squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Together. Squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Two more. Squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Last time. Squat. Lunge. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Together. Shake it out. Grab water if you need it. I do. Cheers. Continuing, get your balls or towels, whatever you got. This is our combo. The combo consists of a releve, a tight squat, a 90-degree releve seated chair. Bend the elbows slightly, hips up, suck your guts in, still on your toes. Squat, chair, squat, releve. Got it? Place the ball right inside your knees. Walk your feet a little forward. You're going to need it. Walk your feet forward. Squeeze the ball before you start. The second you squeeze that ball, you're going to engage your core, your glute, your entire, all of it. Just squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Engage your inner thighs, pelvic floor, all of it. All right. All right, releve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chair. Squat. Chair. Squat. Releve. Straight up. Down. Let's go. Squeeze the ball on your toes. Stay on your toes. Chair, 90 degree. Hips up. Chair, 90 degree. Hips up. Squeeze that ball. Straight up. Bring it down. Do it again. Up, 2, squat, squeeze, sit, squeeze, squat, squeeze. This is all about precision. You're on your toes the whole time. Stand up, bring it down. Do it again. Up for 2, squat for 2, chair, squat, chair. Only bend the elbows a little bit. Straight up, bring it down. Do it again. Releve. Squat. 90 degree chair, squeeze that ball. Squat, squeeze. Chair, squeeze. Squat, squeeze. Lift up. Make sure those knees don't go forward. Elevate for 2. Squat. Chair. Squat. Sit back. Chair. Squat. Drive it back. Straight up. Bring it down. Again. Releve. Squeeze that ball. 90 degree. chair, squat, sit back, chair, squat back, straight up, bring it down, 2 more times, up for 2, squat, chair, squat, chair, squat, straight up, bring it down, last one, let's do it, up for 2, squat, chair, squat, chair, squat, stand up, bring it down, put the ball somewhere, shake it out, yep, oh, good morning. Next section, we're going to start with turnout because this has all been parallel and linear. Working external rotators, hip, inner thigh, core has to stabilize, standing leg has to stabilize. Now there are going to be times I'm going to tell you to face your anchor, and I'll give you a side view when you need it, okay? For now, it's your choice. I just want to get you focused for the next section. Now, hips are together, hips are turned out though. My thighs are together, hips are turned out. I'm going to sit down into my heels with my plie. I'm going to melt into the mat. I'm going to melt for 2. Then use my inner thighs to squeeze up. Melt into my heels, then squeeze up. Like a vice grip. Yeah? Now, be careful of that booty. It is dying to go out. It's dying to do that. Straight down. I don't care how low you go. That's up to you. Good. Melt. Now, as I'm doing this, I want you to think of your thighs like your arm and your hips like your shoulder. So I'm rotating. Notice that? On the way down, I'm rotating my thighs. Yeah? Hold it here. We're going to go back to the rhythm. We're going to put a 4-piece together. 1, releve, vice grip, down, plie, releve, squeeze up, and I'm calling that the vice grip, you know? And plie, releve, vice grip, and down. I want you to bring those thighs together, really using energy. Up, and. Now we're going to also think of something. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the count of 2, I'm going lower. I'm going to turn. Everybody together. Plie, releve, squeeze up, down. Plie, releve, squeeze up. 2 more. Plie, releve, squeeze up and down. Plie, releve, squeeze up. I lied. 1 more. Hold on to and hold. Now from here, I'm going straight down and I'm opening my thighs on the way down. So I'm on my toes and I'm opening up those thighs as much as I can. Open, 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 lower, lower, lower. 4, 3, 2, and vice grip up. Give yourself a balance. And bring it down. Shake it out. Here's the combination. I'm going to start with the leg closest to you. I'm going to start with a passe. Get that toe up that knee. Get it up and open up that thigh. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about the music. Attitude. 5, 6. Butt mock kicking back. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend, drop, kick, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. Now on 1, 2, I'm doing a releve. 3/4 into my heel. Extend, drop, kick, together. Releve passe. Bend the front knee. Extend, together, extend, and down. Releve. Attitude. Extend, together, extend with a battement kick. Releve passe. Attitude. Extend, together, big kick. Do it again. Up, 2, attitude. Extend, together, extend, do it again. Releve, attitude, extend, together, extend, again. Releve, attitude, extend, together, extend, do it again. Releve, attitude, extend, together, battement kick, and again. Releve, attitude, get low, extend, together, kick. Last time. This time, hold it here. Pull away from your anchor or bar. Use the attitude, small circle, small circle, small circle, small circle. Now, there's always a question. Which way does the leg go? Take your leg towards the center of your body. That's the way the leg should go, all right? Up and down and around. Full circle. Now you see my arm is trying to duplicate my leg. I want your feet to try to stay in line with your knee. Yeah? And try to keep your shoulders square. It's not a big deal. It's not a big move. Hold your ribs up away from the floor. Hold your ribs up away from the floor, like you have an imaginary mirror on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and hold. I'm going to bend my front knee and lift my back leg, then come up. And the emphasis is 8, 7. So as I'm pulling away from my bar, my anchor, keep on going. I am sucking my ribs up as much as I can away from the floor. And my knee is flexing as my hip is extending. Not a big move, but a definite move. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Round your spine. And roll up. We're doing everything on the other side. There's always going to be one side that works better than the other. So, be kind to yourself, all right? Nothing's ever perfect. The body is just not symmetrical like that. Okay. We started with a passe, okay? I'm going to face the anchor. You're using the leg furthest from the camera. Let's do it slowly. Passe. Find your attitude. Try to keep your shoulders square. You extend the leg. Bring that whole leg down to a first position. Battement kick and down. Let's go. Up for 2. Bend that front knee. Extend and battement kick. Passe. Plie attitude. Extend, together, extend. Now I'm going to releve. Releve passe. Now I get real low with that attitude and I give it a good battement kick. Passe releve. Attitude. Extend that knee and now really extend that hip with that battement kick. Attitude. Extend, together, kick, together. Passe releve. Get low with that attitude. Extend, together. Extend with a battement kick. Passe releve. Attitude. Extend, together. out, and together. Passe releve, attitude, plie, battement kick. Do it again. Up for 2. Pull those ribs together. Belly button always pulled in, like you're zippering up your ribs. Extend, together, kick, together. Passe releve, plie attitude, extend, together, kick, together. Passe, plie, kick. One more time. Passe releve and hold, everybody, hold, everybody. Hold. Take that attitude up and around, up and around. Keep it small. Keep it small. I'm going to face you now. Once again, I want you to concentrate on that, on your foot. Make pretend that's your foot. This is your knee. It's not a big move, but I want you to go up before you go around. Up, then around. Up, then around. Up and around. Imaginary mirror on the floor. Pull your ribs in. Up and around. Up and around. Try to square your shoulders. Again, 8. Up and around. Make that hip work. Full range of motion. 4. 3. Going right into the plie extension. Let's go. Pull away from your anchor. Front knee flexes, back thigh extends, back hip. Like you're scooping, yeah? Make it soft, make it soft. I want you to melt. Hit your mark. 8, 7, don't jerk it. 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Pull away and take yourself, give yourself a breath. Breathe out, push off the bar, and pull up. Get water if you need it. Next section is going to offer extension and plie. Hip extension and plie. So glute, hamstring, all those fabulous muscles that we love and work on every day. Okay. Now, with this one, I'm trying to think. I might change things around. I'm gonna flip-flop you guys. Get your ball, please. Get your ball. We're gonna come back to the extensions. If you don't have a ball, again, it's cool, but try to have something, or a towel or whatever, so you have that engagement that will help to activate that hamstring, okay? Now, I'm gonna put this underneath the thigh closest to you. If you drop your ball, just keep going. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go about, I'd say, finger length to my bar, your anchor, whatever you want to do. All right. The trick here is to really use this leg and try to get that foot to the ceiling. So just try to get that feeling first. Get that feeling first. Get that feeling first. Now I'm going to take the arm, same arm as leg. I'm going to lengthen it towards you so I can balance better. You do what you want to do. So this is the position 1. See, my front knee is relaxed. My leg is going straight up and I'm squeezing the ball. I'm then going to take my hands close together and I'm going to bring that thigh in and up. My standing heel is off the ground and I'm doing a C shape. That's the 2 positions. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again slowly. See my arm coming towards you? Foot to the ceiling. Pull it in. 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. Squeeze. In. Squeeze. Out. Squeeze. In. Squeeze. Out. Squeeze. in, squeeze, out, squeeze, in, squeeze, out, squeeze, in, squeeze, out, squeeze, in, squeeze, out, squeeze, in, C shape. Work the core, work the butt. Let's go. Out, squeeze, in, squeeze, out, squeeze, in, squeeze. 2 more. And hold it here, flex the foot. Now press up. Up. Lean towards the working leg. So you're not sitting in the opposite hip. Squeeze the ball on the way up. Squeeze the ball on the way up. Squeeze the ball on the way up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Roll up onto the other side. First of all, make sure your distance is correct. Place your ball, towel, or nothing behind your knee. Slowly find your position. I'm going to bring both my hands close together. I'm going to bend this knee closest to you and bring this thigh up around my spine. I'm going to engage, lift. Push off my anchor and lift. My arm away from you slides, and I push off and I lift and squeeze to the rhythm. Let's go. Out for 2. Squeeze on the way in. Squeeze on the way out. Squeeze on the way in. Out. In. Out. In. Lift. Squeeze. Lift. Squeeze. And keep squeezing that ball. That's the whole point. Out. Give me a nice C shape here. And knee to forehead. In. Out. Really bring your toe to the ceiling. 2 more. 1 more. Hold that leg up. Flex the foot. And it's up. Little release. And up. Now I'm leaning towards the working leg. So I'm not sitting in this hip. Squeeze it up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Put that ball down. All right. That was hard. So now, we're going to go back to what I was saying before. We're going to do an arabesque with a plie series, okay? So, I want you to be, again, finger length on the bar. We're going to stand on the leg furthest from you, so we're working the leg closest to you, okay? Starting with a releve. Now, I do not care, I don't care about your height, it doesn't matter. You're on releve, standing leg. All right? I can lift a lot higher, I don't feel like it, doesn't matter. My form is correct, my leg is turned out. I'm gonna put my standing heel down. Now what's going to happen here? I'm going to flex and melt into my front leg as I lift my back leg. I'm then going to releve on a straight leg, and I'm going to lift again. So it looks like this. Up with the back leg, up with the back leg. Up with the back leg, up with the back leg. Flex, pull away from your anchor. Flex. So the elevated leg never goes down. Lift. Keep going. So as you flex, it lifts. As you point, it lifts. As you flex, it lifts. As you point, it lifts. As you flex, it lifts. Point, it lifts. Flex, it lifts. Point, it lifts. So your back leg never gets a rest. Your hip never gets a rest. Your glute never gets a rest. Let's go. Down. Releve. Flex. Releve. Flex. Releve. Flex. 4 more times. 4. Butt is screaming. 3. 2. 1. Bring the leg down. We're going to go directly into the second side. After we stay on our releve, elbows are close to us, ribs are held. We're going to bend our elbows and go straight in, push off. Make sure your elbows are directly below you and your arms are touching your rib cage. Now I'm going to stand back further to make it more intense. Yes, it did. Concentrating on tricep. Down, 2 up, down for 2, push off. Now keep going. As you're doing this, can you see my arms in this angle? My arms are like squeezing into my rib cage here, squeezing in, then pushing off, keeping my shoulders down. So if I had weights, it would kind of look like this, you know, but because my body weight, I'm putting the pressure on those triceps. 3 down, 3, 2, 1, push, 3, 2, 1, push, 3, 2, 1, push, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. And this time just hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Push off, lean back. Now, just pretend you're pulling up from your ribs. That was just a little taste of tricep. We're getting close to our end time, so I want to get as much in as I can. Let's get the other arabesque. Remember, the leg never drops, okay? Fingertip length onto your toes, hands on the bar, arabesque. Try to square your shoulders right away. Don't care about height. Put your front heel down. Let's go. Flex the front leg, lift the back leg. Releve, front leg, lift the back leg. Let's go from the top. And down as one goes up. Down as one goes up. Now when I flex my front leg, I pull away from the bar. Or whatever you're holding on to. Pull away. Now when you pull away, that's going to make your core have to work harder. So when you pull away, pull your ribs up. And I really mean pull from the bar. Pull away from the bar. Yeah? Pull away from the bar. Then straight up. Now when I go straight up, I push down onto my anchor. Lift. Lift. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie lift. Shoulders are square. Releve lift. Plie lift. Pull away. Releve lift. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie lift. 4 more times. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie lift. Releve lift. 2 more. Plie lift. Releve lift. Plie, releve, and bring it down. Beautiful work. Awesome. Now, I'm going to take my mat. I'm going to shift it. I want to do some second position plie. Okay? All right. Now make sure you're pretty close to the bar for this. My first move is going to be a releve on straight legs. Don't be so wide because your balance isn't going to work that well, but you'll figure out after the first few what works for you. Releve, flex, heels down, plie lower, straight up. Notice I'm pulling away from the bar. Flex, plie lower, together, to the rhythm. A releve, plie, plie more, and. Releve, keep your heels high. Heels high, heels high, heels low, together. And remember that vice grip at the bottom? Vice grip, those inner thighs. Again, releve, flex, plie, squeeze. 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 Pull away from the bar, don't go forward. And releve, flex, plie. 2 more times. 1 more. This time, releve and flex and hold. Now, your heels are high. You're trying to get to a 90 degree, okay? Try to get to a 90 degree. Hold that. Hold that. Hold that. I'm not sure what angle you can see here. My heels are high. Slowly, down for 2. Down for 2. Up halfway. Down for 2. Now, when I'm going down, I'm opening my thighs. Yes? Opening my thighs. Opening my thighs. Opening my thighs, yeah? Opening the thighs. Opening the thighs. Let's go. Think down. 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 8. Keep going. 7. 6. 5. Lower. 4. 3. 2. Hold on. 1. Stay there. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out. Get your weights. I'm going to change the angle here. I hope someday I can teach you guys actually live, one-on-one. Again, wouldn't that be a great thing? Take your ball, place the ball in between your knees and your pelvis, all right? Now, here's the combination. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, flex. Bring it up, forget the counts of what I just did. Let's do it to the rhythm. It's up, now reach, up and down. Up, flex, back, reach, up, bring it down. Curl, then down. Shoulders, down. Shoulders, flex, up, and Once again, I would use light weights for this, you guys. Up, flex. Now when I do that tricep flexion, my elbows are very close to my head, yeah? And flex. This is for maximal endurance, sub-maximal endurance. Curl, reach, reach, flex, reach, down. Are you squeezing your ball? Lift, and never throw the body, never throw the weights. If you're over 3 pounds, God bless you. No reason to do it at this speed with this type of movement. Curl. Let's talk about the curl. My elbows, I'm going to turn this way, are in front. Yeah? Up, flex, reach 2 more times. Curl. If you have questions or concerns, you can reach me at vocalfit46@gmail.com. Again, curl, reach, reach. Little by little, you guys, gigs are starting to come in again. And I will keep you up to date on Facebook separately than what we're doing right now. This is in place, so keep a look at my sites. You'll see what's coming up soon. Again, curl, squeeze the ball. We're gonna move on, everybody. Bring both arms forward. Let's go. Very important. We're not stretching during this class. Bring the arms side. Instead, I'm working you 1 full hour. Bring the arms forward and side. Anterior deltoid, medial deltoid. You need to do your stretching on your own. You have a lot of stretching classes you can go to, but it's very important. We work the body hard. Say that fast. It's very important that you take the time to stretch. You're going to continue doing this. You're going to see me do a change. And now you're going to join me. Let's go. Get those elbows up. Elbows up. Elbows up. Elbows up. And again for 4, 3. Going into trapezius, trapezius. Here you're going to see a change and it's out. We do this a lot in these classes because they're functional and easy to watch. Are you squeezing your balls? Are you? Try to change the shape of the ball for our last 3 minutes. 4 more. For 4, I'm going to call this rotate. Let's go from the very beginning. Give me a bicep curl. Go over the head. Do that again. Tricep flex, reach up and down. Bring the arms forward. Bring the arms side. Give me your wings. Give me that rotation. Do that again. Arms forward. Arms side. Give me the wings. Give me the rotation. Whole combination. Let's go. Bicep curl. Bicep over the head. Over the head. Tricep curl. Bring the arms down. Arms forward. Arms side. Give me your wings. Tricep. Trapezius. And rotation from the top. Curl. Overhead. Overhead. Flex. Keep those elbows close to your head when you do that. Arms forward. Arms side. Give me the wings. Trapezius. Rotation. External rotators from the top. Oh God, I almost forgot that one. Right. And over the head. Losing it. Flex. Sorry about that one. Arms forward. Arms side. Give me your wings. Give me your rotation. Let's do it one more time from the top. Bicep curl. Curl. Overhead. Yeah, make it strong. Squeeze those balls. Tricep bend. That's it. And arms forward. Arms side. Give me that trapezius. And give me a rotation. All right. Put those weights down. Let go of your balls. Okay. Bring the arms around. Just bring the arms around. Once again, very important to stretch every part of your body. It was good for you. You be good to your muscles. Bring the arms up. Breathe out, roll down. I'm going to turn this way. Roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms up again. Roll down, all the way down. Touch the floor. Shake it all out. Breathe out. Roll coming up. Shake it out. It was a pleasure, as usual. I will see you next week, 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. Great job. Thank you for joining me. Be safe.